So, yeah, I mean, after years of it being out and all that fuss and hubbub that came out, I kind of just felt left feeling like an idiot because apparently I was the only person on Earth who thought Blackfish was a sequel to Finding Nemo. That'll show me.
Oh, fuck me. God damn. Wow. Why did that bounce twice? That gay fish announcement just bounced twice in my ear. Holy shit. What the fuck was that? Crazy. Yeah, shit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the MidWeek Saints. Happy you're here. Very happy you're here. You know what's weird too is I'm looking at Discord. Do you have me actually muted in Discord?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, weird. Because I'm looking in Discord and like your name is lighting up when I'm talking, and I'm like, why is that happening? That's weird.
You know what I bet that is?
Huh.
I bet you that is. I bet you I know what that is. Well, maybe not. I'll just take the volume down a little bit. Oh, I took the input volume down a little bit on Discord because it was like at 70%.
Okay. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That might be it. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Move me
Let's
over
move the
just
mic away a little bit.
There we go. Okay. All right.
Ah,
Good. Yeah. All right.
so, yep. In other good news, everybody, we still have a YouTube channel despite that promo today. I'm pretty proud of that.
What the fuck is happening with this thing playing twice? What the shit?
It's a twofer day. That's right. This is a special Wednesday,
That's right.
celebrating. This is late President's Day that we're celebrating. So Jeff gets alerted twice for every one thing that happens.
That's right. That's absolutely right. This is your 2 for Tuesday, where all of the alerts are going to be extremely loud and obnoxious and play twice. So so get ready for that.
Amazon Prime, baby. The benefits never stop rolling in.
Yeah, I guess so. Shit. And so I think I made a glaring error too. I linked our stream, like all of our Streamlabs together. So like both our YouTube and our Twitch. So it's all in like one consolidated location. And now it's just acting all so fucking crazy. It's weird, man.
Well, as long as the shekels keep rolling in, this particular Heeb is happy. By the way, did I just see that somebody gifted a sub to Mia Khalifa?
Yes, Scrappy. He did that on my channel the other day as well. So Mia Khalifa, thank you very much for being a sub to the channel. Thank you very much, Scrappy, for sending that to Mia.
She's a big fan of the show, I'm told.
Huge fan of the show. I'll get to all those in just a second. Okay. Is the tip jar link busted? Ooh. You know what?
Ooh.
Let me make sure it is not, because that might be something that might have broken.
That would be unfortunate, because we do definitely love and appreciate and need and starve without your financial support. This is your NPR
Indeed.
fund drive. We're going to interrupt the program every 20 minutes to deliver a plea for monies in a dry and dull monotone with a non-regional accent.
Yeah, that one was broken. Okay, if you refresh the page, then it will go to the correct one. I guess now it is permanently YouTube Saints 1. But now it should be the same for all of them, which I guess is good. I don't know.
Doesn't all this green smoke look fucking dope?
It does. It does.
That's cool. Hey, finally I've found placing myself poorly in respect to the camera and the green screen worked out in my favor. Because guess what? Yeah, your shit's still white. That's right. It's still that toilet bowl complected vape cloud. And
fucking hell.
And I am really getting down with this sort of wizardliness, you know?
Mm-hmm.
This is some Harry Potter vaping you got going on here. Like, do you see that? I just combined two of the most annoying enthusiasms on the internet into one bad joke.
That you did well. You did very well. If anybody can, check that to make sure whether or not that Streamlabs is actually working now or not, because I guess I broke everything. I'm sorry. But so I've been doing the loyalty badges, and so the base loyalty badge for subs is a black fleur-de-lis, then 3 months is a red fleur-de-lis, 6 months is a pinkies up, but it's kind of yellow. It looks like a Simpsons hand.
Well, that's, someone will get upset about it.
Okay. And then we'll figure it out after that.
We'll ignore their complaints. And then
I kind of wonder if we could do a zebra striped Star of David like you suggested. That would be great.
It's a good idea.
Well, I mean, like, I was just starting to think about it.
Pin it on me in public. It's a good idea. That would be fun. Fuck it. I mean, we have
Crab. Try this link that I'm putting out there into that. See if that one's working. Because that would be hilarious if just for some reason our Streamlabs is completely borked now.
Yeah. By the way, guys,
hilarious.
For the first time in months, I'm actually drinking hard liquor in the house.
Nice. That's a really cool glass, by the way.
Well, you've seen that decanter that it came with? The one with the ship in the middle? Yeah, it came with these two glasses.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's nice because, some people say the camera adds 10 pounds. I like to pretend that it adds an air of class to an otherwise classless existence like I lead. So it's good.
YouTube says it's drinking. It must be a blue moon. I know, man. I know it's bizarre. Us drinking. We never drink.
Jeff fell off the wagon.
I kind of did, actually. A little bit. I skipped my very last antibiotic just so I could drink the other night. Addy Monster resubscribed 6 months in a row. I overdrew my bank account, so no stream last night, but stoked all the same. Viva la midweek. Oh, thank you very much, Addy.
You're here. That's
You're
what
here.
matters.
That's all.
And you'll give us money later, so all is forgiven.
Lord Magma 15 resubscribed 5 months. Woot pre-show. How's it going, Jeff? I was doing fine, and I'm doing even better now. 8-Bit Dick with the subscription first time. Thank you very much, 8-Bit Dick. Planetary Ew subscribe first time. Thank you very much. Cats and Lady 313. Happy 11 months to my favorite midweek Saints, Wizard of Cause and Cotton Eye Jeff. Prost! Hey. Anime Moon subscribe tier 1. And I guess this is the Prime subscription. Now everything looks weird. And Blackfire Dragon with the tier 3. 6 months so far. Love you faces. We love you, dude. Thank you so much. You guys are sweethearts.
I love how every channel is just slowly and unwittingly starting to just copy Philip DeFranco.
Let's just jump into it.
Yeah, well, you got PewDiePie. He's always telling us we're going to jump into everything, and now we're loving their faces. I mean, what's next? Are we actually going to do daily content?
I've been saying love your face for a long ass time. It's because, like, if you have a friend who is not necessarily the most affectionate, but you want to express some affection for them, you don't say I love you, like I love you buddy, or I love you girl, or whatever. You just say I love your face, and it's a little bit less abrasive. They don't get as weirded out by it.
I hear that, although when you began saying that, I half expected you to be like, so when you've got a friend who's not conventionally attractive, you want to remind them that there's someone out there who might think that, or at least, you know, maybe they've got 2200 vision, who knows?
Maybe. God damn.
It's like in my case, I mean, when you meet me in person and you see what a gigantic head I have and that my face is effectively just like a giant billboard for orthodontia, you know, it's you know, every so often it's like, well, damn, I love most of that face. There's some sections I'm not too keen on, and I say thank you because I don't get enough compliments and I have a very, you know, fragile ego.
Same, me too. You know, Miles brought something up too. Like, so Philip DeFranco, he does the like, "Sup, you beautiful bastards." I, for a while, was starting to, and this is way back, like when I was early into my channel, started calling people beautiful mutants, and I don't do it anymore because of Philip DeFranco, because it's too close to beautiful bastards.
How's it go when you wretched shitbags?
Yeah.
Go back to the drawing board on that one.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, every so often you have to separate yourself as a creator from the audience and remember that, like, you are the one who's full of self-loathing, not necessarily them. You know, you're the one who needs attention to validate your existence, not necessarily them. So, you know, it's understanding. I learned this all at YouTube Academy. It was a bit like a Sinian, you know, experience. Matt will never say this on his channel, but truth, those YouTube creator meetings, they sit you in a circle and have you hurl abuse at each other so that you can just like unload and get it off while also crushing your spirit and lowering your expectations.
Fair. Okay. All right. That's fair. So also, I'm realizing something. I think I got this figured out. Like, okay, since everything merged, the stream alerts are also now going to be the exact same. So, because of that, like, we just got Donos and Crab and Donnie, and those did not pop up. So, I've got to fix those.
Oh.
Yeah. Because that's all fucked up now.
That's better. That is all. That's horrible.
Yeah, it is.
I was playing with my video settings, but I found agreeing when you don't pay attention is really helpful.
Okay, so should I change it to gay fish? I'd have to find the fucking gay fish thing now. God damn it. Okay, we're gonna do Neil Breen for now. But I need to copy this and fix this real quick. You talk to the beautiful people.
Now I want to know what you guys think though for alerts, because you know we got to keep things fresh and alive here.
We should,
because if we don't, then you know these channels stagnate.
They do.
But what would you guys think perhaps of maybe a Tommy Wiseau, huh? Just cut it down so like when the donation comes in, it's like, oh hi Mark.
Great story, Mark.
Yeah, or we could actually just rip off David Mitchell, who not enough people are familiar with, so it'll seem like an obscure meme, and at the same time, it'll have that snide sort of down in the dumps, nothing's ever going to get better for me sort of feeling. So we keep it, consistent.
The Willem Dafoe alert is pretty good. Here's one that we got right now. Testing. Is it gonna work?
I don't know. So I'm the creative one.
Motherfucker. Oh my god. Everything's all broken now. Jesus Christ.
Disaster Artist was a good film, and I don't usually like DeFranco either. I think he really killed that role, like in a positive way, like killed it. But one thing an honest criticism that I've heard is that it glossed over too much. It spent too much time basically just letting, DeFranco be goofy. And it didn't really like focus because apparently Tommy Wiseau was like really pissed off and upset about the laughing response people had for The Room. Not just up until he was confronted in the theater, but for like quite a while. It took him a while to really own that he had basically reinvented so bad it's good. But
Yeah. No, that was nice. That was good.
it was good.
Okay,
Enjoyed it.
anyway, so I'm just gonna read these and fuck it. I'm just gonna have to keep working on this like while we're working on the show. Crab90 says, I've been subscribed to the Saints 7 months. If it was a pregnancy, it would be the 3rd trimester. Hell yeah, dude. Donnie says, whoop whoop, midweek baby, how you guys doing? I'm doing great because now my name is forever associated with a video on gay frogs. I'm in the patrons at the end of Miles Powers video. Also, Jeff, when are you planning to the roundup this month? Roundup is always going to be the end of the month. Let me look at. Oh shit! The end of the month is in the middle of the week. Probably next Thursday, a week from tomorrow. We'll just do it on a Thursday. Fuck it. That gives me like the whole month to find a bunch of stupid shit, which I haven't found anything this month yet.
I gotta be honest, actually, with the because I spent the day in between making the promo and sourcing tonight's little news items. I spent most of today, which for me hasn't been that long because my sleep cycle's fucked, but
Sure.
spent most of the day scripting and preparing episode 2 of the Crisis Industry videos. Where now, oh yeah, this one's about rehabs, and not to give too much away. You'd think like the Salvation Army, for instance, would be a pretty legit outfit, but turns out they're using court-ordered rehab patients who are referred to them by the courts as free labor, which is an apparently growing and common practice in the rehab industry.
Oh.
But yeah, but between research, scripting, and planning this shit out, I really do have a new appreciation for the sort of like mini docu-series videos that like you've been doing on the Vaxxers. It's like, okay, script out on camera and voiceover shit. Make sure it flows, make sure it's not garbage. It's like, why don't I just go back to doing those terrible videos I did before, where I just sit on front of the camera and ramble until 20 minutes has gone by. Mm-hmm.
Honestly, your videos that you did on the opioid crisis are fucking. That video is really good, and I want you to keep going.
Oh, I'm going to, despite, I mean, like, I'll take 1,000 views a video. Weird thing, though, right? Here's a weird thing. And this comes to, like, the monetization issue that everyone's been talking about forever now.
Mm-hmm.
So that video, after it crested about 500 or 600 views, was demonetized by YouTube.
Sure.
And I put in the request manual review. Now, they always tell you need at least 1,000 views in a week on a video to warrant a manual review.
Right.
Within, I'd say, about 4 hours of requesting it anyway, and that video is still under 1,000 views. It was just remonetized without notice or anything.
I think that there is legitimately some people out there who do work at Google, who look probably just at like the titles, and when they can tell that it's probably something that is actually like a legitimately good message, they'll hit the switch quicker. I think so.
It's a weird thing to think, though, that I might actually have a fan at Google YouTube directly, which means that my channel will get about as much organic circulation as Google Plus did, with one Google employee who is enthusiastic about it.
Hey, fuck it, man. Whatever works.
I'm just gonna rename my channel Google Plus now that the name doesn't belong to anything.
Did they finally actually close the doors on Google Plus? I didn't know if they actually did. Did they? Okay.
Yeah. That's the right there, though. The very fact that it's like it's a social media service that anyone with a YouTube account or a Gmail account was basically forced into having, and no one, like, the amount of fucks given about that platform are so low that you don't even know whether or not it's been completely done away with.
Yeah, you just don't even really bother to try and check. Like, I didn't even really realize it was a thing before, and I don't even really realize it's a thing now. I mean, fuck it. It's Google goddamn Plus.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So, Sci-Fi Talk, I finally finished Eureka.
Oh, yeah?
All of it, every single episode of Eureka. And do you ever get this when you're watching like a long-standing sci-fi series? You finally get to the end, and it's like the end, and you're prepared for it because you know, you've been binging this. You know exactly when it's gonna end. You see the episode number. The closer you get to it, you're like, this is gonna suck when it ends. But I'm ready for it. And then you watch that last episode, and you're like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. Oh my God. That happened to me.
With Eureka?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, shit. When they ended that series, I mean, the only thing I'm really familiar with, as I said, was Jordan Hinson, who, God's that woman is it's almost enough to make an atheist believe in God again. But yeah, it was weird though, because I know like she basically grew up on that show. So when did they end it? Was she already grown up and hot, or was she just like?
I think she was already grown up and hot because it went for 5 seasons. It ended in 2012. And let me see if I can figure out how old she is.
Oh shit!
What's
actually,
yeah.
So no. If it ended in 2012, then it ended in like. Then actually, I hung out with her just shortly after it ended, or right before it did.
Right.
Because that was when she was doing Rage and Cage and Redneck Gator.
Right on.
Back when Sci-Fi like was legitimately shit with most of its original productions before it turned into making things like Happy somehow.
She was born in 91, so in 2012 that means she was 21.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. And then that explains her fondness for double Jamesons and cursing loud enough to the point where if she wasn't with Barr regulars, the management might have asked her if everything was okay. Oh, a girl can sing too, by the way. Oh my God.
I bet.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like, the Eureka probably canceled for one of the best reasons possible for a show. They didn't cancel because some suits were like, nah, we're just gonna go in a different direction. They didn't get canceled because of low ratings. In fact, they had the highest ratings they had ever had when they closed the show down. They closed the show down because their production level was so goddamn high they couldn't afford to make it anymore. Because they put that much fucking love into the show. Like, that's pretty good reason. Yeah,
that's not something... Well, I mean, Eureka was on USA, wasn't it?
Sci-Fi.
Well, yeah.
And it survived the Sci-Fi purge of, like, I think it was like 2010 when the Sci-Fi Channel got bought by somebody else, and like a bunch of shows all got axed at the same time.
Was that when they killed Farscape?
No. Farscape. The Farscape was something else. I don't remember what that was.
I never actually. That's actually probably my next like bender of a show, because like even last night as I couldn't sleep, I'm like, what? I'm just gonna watch the Next Generation films. Yeah, let's watch Generations. Why not?
No, don't do that. Don't.
Then it was like, well, that was about as mediocre as I remember. Let's see how First Contact holds up. Oh, no,
not bad. That's probably the only good one. It's the only good Next Generation movie, man.
Well, after that, they tried turning it into fucking like Tom Cruise's Mission Impossible. We're like, oh, we're gonna jump a dune buggy off a cliff into a shuttlecraft. Like,
no, you're forgetting Insurrection was in between that, and that was the most forgettable piece of shit movie on the planet.
Clearly, I actually don't think I've ever seen that in its entirety.
You're not missing anything. Not a fucking thing. Villains are forgettable. Everything that happens in it is forgettable and boring. It's terrible.
Yeah,
just
and then,
terrible.
Like the people with the stretched out faces, I remember, who are increasingly. Because here's the funny thing: when I think about those particular aesthetics and effects that they put on, that's what I picture a lot of these like androgynous makeup tip channels on YouTube looking like 10 or 15 years from now. Once all that Chinese foundation makes its way to the subcutaneous level of the skin, you know.
I think of Ann Coulter, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm always looking for some more good sci-fi to binge. Some people are trying their best to get me into Stargate, but we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I've had a lot of that too. It's one of those things though. It's like, could it really maintain a cult following the way it has if it was the kind of terrible, boring shit that I recall it being? Because I was one of the few actual fans of the film when it came out.
Mm.
Yeah, I liked the movie. It's James Spader,
Yeah, James Spader
Kurt Russell,
and
your
Kurt
hero.
Russell. Yeah, my hero.
Yep, your man
Yeah.
crush.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, and and it was basically, I mean, without that young man who played the alien, that the bad guy there.
Oh, the Pharaoh dude. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, well, see, that's the kind of thing. Like, I look at that and I look at the modern media environment, and I realize if they rebooted that movie with Rami Malek in that role, it wouldn't matter how bad it was. Everyone would go and see it.
That's true. That kid can pretty much write his own fucking ticket at this point. Although,
And well fucking earned.
yeah, yeah. I mean, even though Bohemian Rhapsody was not a good movie,
Wasn't his fault.
it wasn't his fault. He did amazing in it. He was incredible in it. Absolutely
Yeah.
incredible in it.
And
Just
that's the
movie
weird
sucked.
thing. And when you compare that animated, like, no holds barred performance that he gave to that otherwise mediocre, poorly-ish written movie, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible. It just wasn't great. But when you compare that to like that sort of like tweaked out, ultra introverted sort of like weirdo character he plays in Mr. Robot, like, if you need a better example of range, as we say in the
Yeah,
industry.
he's got range for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So, shall we jump into the news?
Sure, and I think I am gonna give Stargate SG-1 a try because everybody's all like rampant about it. So there's got to be something there, and I guess I'm gonna try and find it. All right, guys. It's better than me trying to finish watching Enterprise because I still can't. I tried.
Enterprise is a good show.
I just watched another episode literally today while I was taking care of a sick kid, and I wanted to gouge my fucking eyes out.
Why? Never mind.
Because it's just.
We'll
Sorry.
discuss it later, Jeffrey.
Discuss it later.
We're
in
gonna.
the show.
We're getting closer to having to fucking revoke your Trekker card, though.
No, not at all. No, no.
Okay,
It's
all the
just
same.
I'm gonna have to have my Trekker card's gonna have an N next to it for Nazi.
Yeah, exactly. Well, this is like, it's the same sort of thing with Jason Reitman trying to make a new Ghostbusters film and just spitting in the face of all of the young women who suddenly realize that they can be more than housewives by virtue of Leslie Jones screaming ad-libbed lines and probably a bit of spittle into Melissa McCarthy's face.
We just had to
needlessly.
bring up Ghostbusters, didn't we?
Yes, we
my
did.
God.
Yes,
Oh my God.
we
We'll
did.
get to more talk about all this shit in a minute.
Yeah. So yep. So this is funny enough. This is not a recycled article, as far as I could tell, because the last time we saw this, it was from the same source. But Tennessee police are looking for drunk volunteers for training. This is starting to be a growth industry. I'm seeing.
It seems that way, yeah.
The semi-professional law enforcement drunk. I say semi-professional because it's volunteer, but just give it a few months and people will be getting paid for this, and I'll be first in line. A Tennessee police department is seeking volunteers willing to get drunk for a training exercise with drinks and transportation provided. The Coopertown Police Department said 6 volunteers will be treated to a day of drinking to help officers learn to make decisions during traffic stops and DUI checkpoints.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sergeant Parker of the Coopertown Police Department told the Smoky Barn News, oh my God, Vernaculus, if you're watching, don't give up on your dream of being a journalist, because you, my friend, could write for a publication known as the Smoky Barn News, and you would never regret it a day in your life.
I think that would be a really good fit for him, actually.
It really would. Just to see those words on his resume, it'd be worth
Smoky
it.
Barn News.
That was chief political correspondent for the Smoky Barn News. I uncovered a scandal where the dog catcher was having sex with labradoodles while still on duty. Yep. Volunteers can request certain types of alcohol in advance of the late June event, but they shouldn't expect any, quote, top shelf drinks. So yeah, if you're showing up thinking you're going to get Johnny Walker Blue on a police department dime, you are sadly mistaken, sir. You are drinking Zenka, and you will fucking like it.
No
the
Grey
Kurtz-
Goose, you get the Taka. Sorry.
Yep. Here we go. Yeah, the Kutztown Police Department in Pennsylvania recently put out a call seeking volunteers willing to, quote, drink to the point of intoxication, as if there's any other kind of drinking. For a
Yeah.
similar training exercise, the department said the April 4 event will help teach officers how to administer standardized field sobriety tests, because God knows they're not that good at those yet. Lindsay Lohan keeps getting away with it, and Mel Gibson probably still owns a car.
Somehow. Okay, this is driving me crazy that this didn't pop up. Donnie says, I really enjoy listening to this show as a podcast. I'm currently writing in my secret notepad that the Discord thinks is filled with A, trap porn, or B, detailed maps of school layouts. I'll let you come up with what you think is in it. Oh, boy! Oh, my God!
There's so many dark paths one can go with the latter part of that joke, and I'm not sure I want to go down any of them.
Wow! Holy shit biscuits.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Well played, Donnie. Well played.
Well played.
Wait, wasn't Donnie the one whose parents are big fans of the show now?
Yes. I want to say, maybe. I don't remember.
I know. I just assumed that everyone who watches the show does it with their families. Their parents. Maybe they take their tablets or their iPads to the care home, and they sit with Dad, who doesn't even remember their name, still thinks it's 1974, but yeah, he still enjoys himself some good YouTube Saints while pooping in his adult.
Damn right.
Being cared for by an ex-con who fortunately passed the board's certification exams because no one cares anymore.
What the fuck? Okay, I hope that thing fixed it. Hopefully that's working now for donos. What would subscriptions be? Subscriptions are gay fish. Okay. In theory, this is working. In theory.
Stop the ass
In theory.
See, no, now it's just saying ass kissing if I try and do the gay fish thing. What the fuck?
They say evolution is just a theory too, Jeff. Have you thought about
Fuck off.
Have you thought about maybe just putting some faith in the system?
Oh. All right. Anyway, so what the fuck was I even gonna say? Holy shit! You have rendered my brain completely and utterly funktarded.
It wasn't my fault.
It was. Oh,
No.
so me and Nick last night, we were on the Drunken Peasants together. Actually, we had a really good time. I figured we should probably shill since we were on the show, and if you guys want to see our appearance, you should go check them out on the Drunken Peasants channel.
Yep, and definitely don't hesitate to go over to their Patreon and convince all of the people who give them money to come over here instead.
No, we don't have a Patreon. How would that even work?
See? There are levels.
Mm-hmm. That's right. What the fuck? Yeah, no, it was fun. It was very fun. I think that was a damn good time. There was somebody in the comment section of the video who was like, "Oh my God, it's Doc's holiday, you scumbag." My response to this now, anytime somebody brings that up, in a chat or anything like that, I just tell them that I doxed their mom last night. They never write back. They never write back.
You should maybe I don't want to use the word ratchet more than once in this sentence, so I'm going to say tune it up a little bit and say that you went spelunking inside their ratchet mother.
Ooh, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because the thing is spelunking, not everything that looks like it'd be a tight squeeze actually is, but there's still lots of dripping and weird stalactites.
It's moist. Very moist.
Yeah. It's moist. That's right.
Doxed right in the face.
And of course, as we're still just getting the show warmed up, we're still in the opening portion of the show here. All 61 of you guys watching right now, make sure to share this shit on your social media. Go to Facebook. Let your parents and aunts and uncles know you've terrible taste by linking to this show.
So, wasn't Dave Rubin supposed to getting it all turned off the ground? I have not heard anything about it. They announced that months ago, never did anything with it. Dick Masterson, however you feel about Dick Masterson, I don't know how I feel about him. I think I like him still. I don't know. He announced 2 weeks ago that he was going to make an alternative, and it's up. It is up. It actually exists already. So Fucking Dick Masterson managed to fucking get an alternative to Patreon off the ground like 10 times faster than the intellectual dark web. So I don't know, man.
At the same time, I mean, regardless of one's opinion about Dick Masterson, you have to give him credit because he owns what he is, unlike Dave Rubin, who can't get this shit started because he's too busy defending liberalism from liberals.
Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right. Yeah. No, yeah. That's 100%, man. Donnie says, yes, my parents like the show, and I'll tell you that ignoring my notepad is found, my reputation is completely destroyed. I keep it hidden at the bottom of my desk under about 6 other notepads in the United States Constitution. I see, Donnie, or should I call you Nicolas Cage?
Yes, he means the original, doesn't he?
And yeah, I think Subscribe Star is actually back up.
And
I
that's
think you're right,
also-
Tickle Trunk. Yeah.
And that's also, though, the fact that the Constitution is sitting in Donnie's desk drawer is also why the president isn't unaware that calling a constitutional amendment unconstitutional kind of doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, it's not his fault. Donnie stole the Constitution, so...
Exactly.
You know.
Fucking national was it? What is
It's national treasure, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, you know what it is now? It's it's nationalist treasure. That's right. That's right, guys. We're gonna be getting a big fat reboot of National Treasure starring Louis Laveau.
No.
In which he helps Donald Trump reclaim the Constitution from those filthy libs, just to show them one.
But every 10 minutes and...
Here we go.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Here comes the spam, man. Yeah, every 10 minutes in the movie, Louis has to stop and just start screaming about soy and cucks and shit. Tickle Trunk just sub-bombed us, and with the echoing gay fish for some reason that is happening. This is gonna get spammy for a while.
That's all right. It's all right. Listen, I mean, you know, it's not that it's repetitious, and it's not that after a while people kind of get tired of hearing the same thing over and over again. If they did, they wouldn't still tune into this show. So that being the case, let's just roll with it, huh?
We gotta wait for the spam to calm down in a second, man. The black Tudderly needs like a white outline. It doesn't show up in theater mode. Ooh, good point. Yeah, I should fix that. I'll have to fix that for sure.
Your badge is invisible.
I guess.
Congratulations. It's not for other people to know. It's just for you to know for yourself.
I don't know, man. I never use dark themes. Like, people use dark themes for all sorts of stuff. Like, not me. I never do.
Well, I just love it on my own Twitch channel. I had a few people saying, like, hey, when are we going to get badges and stuff? I'm like, that's a great idea.
I found out how to do it. It's really easy. Really super easy.
Don't underestimate my ability to fuck up a perfectly simple thing, Jeff.
I'll make them for you. Fuck it. You just got to tell me what you want.
Hey, you've seen what happens when I run this show on my own.
I don't know why it didn't blast all of them, but all right. Because that definitely wasn't all of them. I gotta reload. Something is fucked up with Streamlabs. I'm gonna have to fix this whole fucking thing now. God damn it. Mr. Tickle Truck with the sub bomb to Yadavad, Caffeine Tweaker, Q Book, Nick Head to Pee, Spectacular, Azure Cats, Drunken Peasants. Oh, Drunken Peasants still watching? What the shit?
And they weren't already subscribed.
They're judging. Suta Shane, Angelic Nightmare, and Nihilgeist. Nihilgeist. Let's get some fucking pinkies up in the goddamn chat for everybody just now getting their subs in. Thank you so much, Sir Tickle Trunk. Very, very kind of you. Sub hype, bitches! Let's get some fucking pinkies. And let's have some
Sorry,
fun.
you shouldn't say sub hype like that because it sounds like Kyle, and we all know the bots don't know English. Look at that. Listen.
Sub hype.
I got let loose with the whole like Je suis Smollett promo, and now I just don't believe in boundaries.
That's a really good promo, man. That was a really, really, really good promo.
It was timely.
It's very timely.
Also, until like, you know, CBS Chicago actively reports on Ben and Billy going down to a nautical Walmart and buying the anchor to hang around my neck. I'm gonna stick by my story. I'm the victim here. hate crime.
How many times is this thing now like echoing? This is insane. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with this thing. I think I need to restart OBS, but obviously we're not doing that right now. I'll get all this fucking shit ironed out before Friday. And Tickle Truck also tossed us up to tragedy, and thank you so much. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is a great article. This next one is wonderful. I'm very excited for this.
Which one are we going with here?
This one.
Oh yes, I'm sure she's. I don't even like going to weddings from my friends or anyone. This woman, I'm sure this marriage will last. We can be sure of that.
Vegan bride-to-be bans meat eaters from her wedding. A vegan bride-to-be's unusual wedding stipulation is going viral after she revealed that she uninvited all meat eaters from the ceremony, including her own mother. The 20-year-old Australian woman, and what is it with a bunch of wing-nutty, crunchy, hippie Australians lately? It's driving me crazy.
Too much sun on the top of their heads.
I guess so. Wrote in a now viral post in a Facebook group called Vegan Revolution that she banned all omnivores from her wedding ceremony, including her own family. Some family members are told they're not invited to my wedding because we don't want to host murderers, she wrote. Our wedding is supposed to be one of the happiest days of our lives. The woman said she banned family members, including her mother and 2 cousins who were originally cited to be bridesmaids. One of the woman's cousins responded to the post, saying she and other family members are shocked and heartbroken to have their invitations revoked. The woman then deleted her post, but not before screenshots spread across the internet. Of course, the internet never forgets.
Yeah, I mean, what if it comes down to something we're not being informed about here, though? Because we all know fake news is everywhere. For all we know, right, this is ultimately rooted in the vows that they wrote for each other, where she vows to honor, respect, obey, and to only snack upon his recreational sausage, while he agrees only to sup upon her droopy knee-level corned beef flaps. They're salty, but also wavy. See, I'm trying to be understanding, Jeff. Listen, it's easy for you to judge someone because they want to disinvite family from their weddings or not vaccinate their children or whatever. But all I'm saying is, try and be understanding here. This is something she really believes in so much that she's willing to ruin both her wedding and her marriage.
There's this GIF that the kids from the YouTube Saints community keep posting in the not safe for work section of a woman with excessively long labia wiggling her butt, and so they just kind of like flap like this.
Wait a second.
And they there's googly eyes next to them, and it kind of looks like a flat. And that's what I had to picture. So the people who are in the Discord are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about.
Why the fuck are you guys sharing pictures of my ex like that? Huh? Well, those are supposed to be private photos, and I only posted them to Twitter because I thought they were funny. Okay? So stop. This is harassment. Poor girl doesn't deserve that.
And for some reason, that stream alert did not show up again. I'm not sure what. Metal Dooley donated. Woman with few friends has even fewer at wedding. Dude. Legit.
That's a better headline. And to answer JT Yearsley in the chat, by the way, I went with corned beef because compared to roast beef, it is notably salty. I'm just trying to keep the facts in order here, okay? I don't want any of these jokes of mine to be taken out of context and be looked at as though it's something offensive or crude. I hate for that to happen.
Why? Goddamn! Why does this stupid motherfucker not show up when I click it? What the fuck? Seriously.
I love how your Christopher Walken sounds more like Jay Moore doing an impression of Christopher Walken than Christopher Walken. Remember the Saturday Night Live sketch before they became a national security threat? Remember, so many wonderful colors. You gotta taste the rainbow.
Yes, 100%.
Jables, what did I miss? Everything.
Absolutely. You missed all of it, man.
Yeah, but so far, yeah, we've covered. There's a vegan who doesn't want anyone to like her, so No
That's
one's
right.
surprised.
That's right.
And then there was that other story that's already slipped my mind. Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is real important. Holy shit.
What's this next one we got now?
Australia.
Oh,
Australia here to roll out emojis on license plates. That's right.
yeah. Listen, you guys were always making fun of us because we call things bing bongers and whizwazzers and stuff. But you know what? We're gonna double down on that. We're gonna put fucking emojis on our fucking license
What the
plates.
fuck is wrong with Australia lately? What the shit?
They're trying to avoid the Mad Max future they know they're destined for at all costs. So it's like, honestly, like if you've got a cannibal wearing a hockey mask rolling up on you in some 1977 Hilux, yeah, through the desert, if you see like, this emoji here, that guy with the sunglasses,
Uh-huh.
yeah, well, it's not as big a threat. He's like, oh, he's giving me the happy face emoji. He's a cool guy, but he's got some food. So yeah, no, that's all it is.
Okay. Well, real
Also,
quick.
Bearing's Patreon is probably like 40% of their GDP at this point, so they need to make sure he never runs out of shit to talk about.
Donnie says, I think I spent too much time playing Persona 5. I've spent 145 hours playing since the beginning of the month. What I've done the last month, listed most time spent doing it to least. Persona 5, watching Jeff on Twitch, shoveling snow, and schoolwork. Ooh, priorities in order. Tickle Trunk, this bride is clearly a prize. You know she'll never put his meat in her mouth, but at least she'll toss his salad all he wants. Hey, okay, you know what?
Ooh.
About the vegan bride here. Yeah, no, that's good. That's really good. I was gonna make a blowjob joke, but I couldn't fit it in, and she probably wouldn't bother to either. So
Well, I mean, you can't exactly have those sorts of things in your mouth. I really want to see a picture of this bride because, like, for a fact that she's got like cat eye Ray-Ban glasses.
I'm
just nice,
sure.
yeah, just
I'm gonna try and
proper
find
thick,
her.
proper thick frames. Yeah, between like between like the designer glasses and the anemia. I mean, who wouldn't want to marry that? It's like all you have to do, like if you want her to stop talking, for instance, all you have to do is get her upset and get her shouting. She'll last about maybe 20, 25 seconds before passing out due to lack of, due to an iron deficiency.
Fair, yeah, fair.
Yeah,
She
she starts yelling at you, and you could just like put it into it, be like, honey, listen, if you're gonna yell at me, please stand up when you do it.
We're not talking about the
And
vegan
good.
cum cookies. I don't want to talk about that. This shit's gross. Yeah, there's no picture of that vegan bride.
Oh, that must have been a Vice article, huh?
No, it was something else. All right, let's read this goddamn trash fire. Some areas of Australia will soon allow drivers to unleash their inner creativity on their license plates. Yeah, emojis are creative. That's a pinnacle of creativity right there. Is your ability to express emotions with easily clickable things and not actually have to write or be descriptive or express yourself in any way except for clicking. On March 1st, the Queensland Department of Transport and Main Roads will launch emoji plates to drivers for $475 for a new order. Drivers can customize their vanity plates online through Personalized Plates Queensland, which is offering 5 different designs, including the wink emoji, smile emoji, and the heart eyes emoji.
Yeah, Australia was a mistake.
Yeah. The plates must include 3 letters and 2 numbers and are offered in standard or slimline sizes. The department also offers personalized license plates for business owners who can design their plates with their business logo.
Can you imagine what like the Australian police radio calls are going to be like when they're calling in like a problem driver or drunk or like a high speed pursuit? It's like, well, it's a 1997 Vauxhall, license plate Bingo Bongo 09 smiley face. What smiley face? No, it's the winking smiley face. Yes. No, not the other one. We don't want to go pulling over the wrong people now. It's a good thing we take our traffic laws so fucking seriously, eh? Yeah.
I hate emojis and I hate the world.
It's only gonna get better, dude. By better, I mean we're gonna get more of this. Because you just wait. Watch. You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like, you're gonna have like California. It's probably gonna be the first one. All license plates will be emojis. It'll just be a sequence of them.
Sure.
And then and it'll be great too because then people will get really upset because
Great.
like the license plate readers on police cars, they'll be like, "That's my personal property. I went winky heart face smiley angry emoji to express myself."
You can't copy me.
Stop copying me. Why does everyone around here drive a Prius or a Tesla?
Why do we all sound like Crystal Leah making fun of someone? So, yeah. That's a good special, by the way. All right. So, for those who are new to the show, if you'd like a chance to be able to hang out with us a little bit, in about 10 minutes or so, we're going to start pulling people in from the Discord. Link is on the page down below. Hop on in, read the rules, accept the rules, jump into the waiting room, and then we're going to roll randomly in just a little bit. But first, Tinder for cows matches livestock in the mood for love. You know what? I think this is for you, man. You go ahead and you read this one.
Now this comes out of Petersfield, England, where cows, like sex offenders, are a protected class. And Tinder-inspired app is helping farmers match up potential partners for their cattle. Oh my God! I have a feeling that a lot of Redditors and maybe former Tinder patrons. I can't wait till a furry gets on there and be like, "I identify as a steer. I just want to impregnate your cows, Mr. Farmer Man." Called Tudder, a mix of dating app Tinder and Udder. It lets thank you.
That's clever.
Thank you, Reuters. Yes, thank you, Reuters, for clearing that up. It lets farmers swipe right on cattle they like the look of. Oh God. Can you imagine somebody finding that on your phone and not necessarily knowing what it's for?
Yeah. What is this fucking app on your phone? Don't worry about it.
Dave, I'm sorry to have gone through your phone like this, but the truth is that I'm kind of concerned, mate. I know you've been lonely for a while. Why am I still Australian? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, but it's like, they are then directed to the page Sell My Livestock website where they can browse more pictures and data about the animal before deciding whether to buy. Not smash, buy. Same thing. Valuable information is available on matters like milk yield and protein content. Again, this is something I've been looking for on Twitter not Twitter, but Tinder for quite a while. Calving potential.
I personally, on all of my dating profiles, I have my milk yield just right there.
I'll be honest though. I mean, it's like calving potential, milk yield, and protein content. This sounds like something that might be right up JF's alley when Mama JF is finally arrested for defacement of public property. So that'll be nice. At least there's always a place you can bring your broken heart. Don't worry, even if you're French. CEO of Hectacare Agrita, which runs Sell My Livestock, and Graindex, a UK-based agriculture trading platform. Matching livestock online isn't even easier than it is to match humans because there's a huge amount of data that sits behind these wonderful animals that predicts what their offspring will be. And also, they're not quite as picky as Becky, who just won't swipe right. Launching just in time for Valentine's Day, the makers Believer Tudder is the first ever matchmaking app for livestock. Okay.
Quality journalism there on Reuters.
Yeah, that's some quality editing on the part of Reuters. At the same time, too, have you never been on Plenty of Fish? Never? Because swapping cow pictures is something that's existed for quite a number of years in the dating world. As with the human equivalent, farmers use smartphones to first choose whether they are looking for a male or female, swiping through photos, right for yes and left for no, until they find a match. Oh, God. Putting data at their fingertips connects farmers and perverts from all over the country, making trading easy.
I'm fucking dying, dude.
Cattle farmer and Tudder user James Bridger said it eases transport stress for animals and may rival traditional markets because you get the cow excited being like, Bessie, listen, I got a steer for you. Granted, this might look like a picture of the Wall Street Bull's nutsack, but it ain't. Quote, you've got all this data of its background and everything. which if you're at a market, you might not have had the time to go through for every single random animal. He told Reuters in the southern English county of Hampshire, it's the old Hampshire, around here, we date our cows organically by just walking up to them, and if they don't put up too much of, oh wait, no, that's trying to pick up women at bars. Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's different. That's different.
Yeah. There's nothing better than seeing an animal in its home, its natural habitat, rather than putting it on a lorry. If someone rings up and wants to come and have a look, or even getting it from the picture, it's ideal, really, for that respect. And they're happier for it. Yeah.
I guarantee you there's some people who are getting it from the pictures on Tudder. Yeah.
I'm fucking curious how many people in our chat right now are downloading Tudder just to troll it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How many pictures of Amy Schumer will be on Tudder by this time tomorrow?
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Right?
my God.
Sell My Livestock is listed over 50 million pounds, that's $64 million for those of you who like real money, of livestock, feed and bedding to sell in the last year, dispelling notions that farmers are stuck in the past, Barnier said. Yeah, because you're using Tinder to mate your cows. The future is bright. Despite the rest of the world's views of farming, it's actually very technologically driven, he said, citing precision spraying, automated dairy use, and genetic science, while he was elbow deep in a cow's vagina.
It's the best place to be. All right. So, Noble Yeti, resubscribed 12 months so far. 1 year. Holy shit, work schedule's been a mess the last few weeks. But I'm here tonight. Rock on, my dudes. Thank you so much, buddy.
Tickle Truck says I've already posted my ex up there.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Jable says, I find the Pinkies Up emote bigoted against left-handed people. Could we please get a left-handed version? Addy Monster is trying to formulate the joke where the gay version of Tudder is Meat Grinder, which is great. Yeah. And then we have Ben from the Drunken Peasants literally throwing pennies at us, telling us to play Von Helton or some Jesse Lee Peterson. Oof. Do you love black people? Do you love black people?
I gotta ask Ben if he's actually secretly a Nigerian background actor who I may or may not have paid last night.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what?
What?
Never mind.
Never mind.
I'm sure it's not important.
I'll leave it up to CNN to misreport it. It's fine.
Do you love black people?
do you love English cows?
Amazing. Do you love black cows? Do you want to eat the black cow? Why do you hate black people?
So why are you such a racist then, huh? You don't want to you don't want to date a steer? Were you not a fan of Rocker's Modern Life? They make great best friends, don't you know?
Although I do gotta say, I think Ben is onto something though. When we were talking about Jesse Lee Peterson, and he's been a topic on a lot of shows lately because he's kind of making the circuit going around. He was on Non Sequitur not that long ago. Was great. He went up against Jake from Hugo and Jake. Really, really interesting talk that they had. Apparently, Eric Garner died because he was fat. That was why he died.
See,
Real
I only
shit.
caught a little bit of it. I'm just happy to see that, like, you know, the internet's finally coming out with a black version of Stefan Molyneux.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, and he likes Stefan Molyneux too. He's like, he's a good man. He's Stefan Molyneux, good man. He can't even say his name in Molyneux. He's mama.
It's just further proof though that, like, you know, in the same way that like the SJW left will righteously stand up for anything, a lot of people in the red pill scene will fall for literally anything.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, absolutely. But I think Ben's right. He is getting like legit fed stuff to say. I watched really carefully when I went back and I rewatched his talk with Jake, and it looks like he's fucking reading stuff that people are like hammering out what he needs to say.
He's just got like a fucking 3 bottles of champagne smashed to the hell and back. Candace Owens DMing him during each of his interviews. Not
Right.
say this, it'll be fine. We're having a Brexit, and you're gonna be the face of it. Why do I have to be me every day when I wake up?
Brexit, fucking Jesus. Crab90 says, when will Sarah Jessica Parker make a Tinder for horses? That is a very good question. I was actually kind of thinking that too. Donnie says, this is a Wisconsinite. I can't believe I've never heard of this. Normally, if you want to match around here with cows, you just walk to nearest farm and slip the farmer a pack of New Glarus beer and have at it. Nice. And Tickle Trunk toss a sub to our good friend, Bitching Witch, Maeve. Very, very kind of you.
I've worked in Wisconsin before too, and also yeah, like if you want to meet like a milky and willing heifer,
Mm.
yeah, it's not hard. Downtown Milwaukee is one hell of a place. You might even run into Mike from Red Letter Media.
Ooh.
He's milky.
I bet he is milky. I personally have not yet tried to milk him.
Oh.
But
Well, that's Rich Evans' job.
Oh, okay.
You
All
know.
right. That's fair. That's fair. Jesus Christ. Anyway,
We're totally getting them on the show someday.
yeah, obviously. Holy shit. All right. So from here, I guess it's about time that we get some people on.
Yeah, you did have that one item you wanted to.
Maybe we'll do it later.
Wait a second, hang on. Oh my God, no! Actually heard about that story organically. Like this happened in New Hampshire, which, as everyone knows, is about the size of one small city. No one wants.
All
to
right, let's do this. Let's do this one real quick before we pull people in. But just to remind you guys, hop into the waiting room in the Discord. We're gonna pull you guys in a second.
Yeah, this one was online, and apparently, here's the funny thing too. I was at the bar last week, I believe, or over the weekend or something, and one of the people who works at this Planet Fitness was talking about this. Plastow, New Hampshire, a Massachusetts man was arrested after police said he stripped down inside Planet Fitness in Plastow. Eric Stagno, 34, of Haverhill, of course it's fucking Haverhill, walked into a gym and removed his clothing. He walked back and forth a couple times before settling in on the yoga mats. When officers arrived, they found him completely nude in a yoga-type position. That can mean anything. Stagno was arrested with that incident and charged with indecent exposure and lewdness. Police said the only statement Stagno made was that he thought Planet Fitness was, quote, a judgment-free zone. Welcome to New England, everybody.
Excuse me, sir. What are you doing? I'm trying to do a yoga pose. Sir, you are literally doing.
I thought this is Planet Fitness. The fuck happened to Judgment Free? I thought this was America.
Sir, you are literally bending over and spreading your asshole and pointing it aggressively towards the patrons.
Asshole is a muscle, sir. Asshole is a muscle, officer. I came here to work out my muscles. The asshole is a muscle, and if you don't believe that, you could just check my Tudder account.
Is that where you're making it wink at the patrons and humming Katy Perry songs, sir?
Have you never heard of Kegels, officer? Okay.
Pretty sure there's no Kegels in your asshole, sir. I'm afraid.
Well, listen, I think my brown eye might like to disagree. Listen, officer. My sentient balloon knot needs this sort of $10 a month judgment-free zone in order to survive the prison I am undoubtedly going to end up in 6 months from now.
It almost looks like it's judging me right now. Are you feeling that too? Are you feeling that right now? Sir, you're gonna have to come with us.
It was trying to wink, goddammit.
Fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, naked man trying to do yoga, Planet Fitness.
New Hampshire in a nutshell.
Your state is so fucking gross, dude.
Oh god, right. It's not like I've been saying that forever and a half.
Title of the show: Anal Kegels. Yeah, that's not gonna help with our monetization. Holy shit.
No, I can't decide which is funnier, the Tinder for cows or Planet Fitness in general.
I got a title for this episode: Tudderly Ridiculous.
No, I was gonna go with Judgment Free T-Bone.
Nah.
They can't all be gold, guys. Come on.
Tudderly Ridiculous. There we go.
There we go. Also, let's make sure that when this goes up on YouTube, that we provide a link to Tudder, so that.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Because if there's one thing I hate, it's a lonely audience.
Yes. We want to make sure everybody can find love on equal footing or equal hoof.
And who knows? Maybe someday Joy Sparkles will finally get
Stop!
that right swipe that she's been waiting for. I didn't expect it to run him off that quick, but apparently that worked. So I guess it's time that we start talking with you guys once he gets back. Otherwise, I'll just start pulling people at random, demonstrating favoritism, like a man shopping for cow pussy on the internet.
There are rules.
Since when?
That one is a rule. That is a damn rule.
It's like, listen, you understand I need to keep this marriage of mine healthy and alive, and that requires erections. And if you keep saying Voldemort's name like that, it's never gonna happen. I gotcha. Addie appreciated it.
Yeah, well. All right. So, we're gonna pull some people in. Actually, fuck it.
Barr too. Haven't we all shopped online for cow pussy? I wouldn't say for, but I'd say if you've ever used a dating app and lowered your standards, you ended up doing that exact thing.
Yeah, pretty much. All right. Oh, and oddly enough, here, let me make sure we don't have anything else that I need to read real fast.
I love how these glasses with this beard and this hair immediately make me the bad guy from Far Cry 5.
Yeah, it really does. You look exactly like the dude. Hey, there we go. All right. First up, we have Barr. Hello.
Barr.
So good to be back here.
Yeah, it's good to have you back. How are you doing, man?
I am doing good. Doing really good.
Really good? What does really good mean?
Seducing livestock.
I just got 3 hits on Tudder.
No, I'll stick to Tinder for now.
Does Tinder work for you?
Tinder, oddly enough, works for me.
Wow. Crazy.
It's a fucking nightmare.
I seem to attract those women who are really into gambling. I figure I'll have a nice time, or I'll end up in a shallow grave. Anything's possible. He looks like the type.
It's like it says on their Tinder profile. It's like, white woman really into indigenous people's rights. You find out she's just a big fan of going to the tribal casinos.
Jesus fuck. Yeah, well, I mean, wait. How does Tinder work so good for you? You live on an island.
I know, but apparently, tourism, dude.
Tourism? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, it's like I don't mind you. I don't get quantity. I just seem to attract an unusual type of quality. Fuck if I know how.
Good for you, dude. Honestly, I can say, in New England in general, imagine that you end up at a Greyhound station at 2 a.m.
Oh, I am not. Sorry. I'm not
pretty much. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it right there. It's like, I've got 4 babies and 5 potential baby daddies, and I'd like you to be number 6, maybe 5. I don't know.
Is there a casino on the island?
Yes, there is actually.
Okay, so that's why you're meeting all these gambling women, I guess.
No, I know that was a joke, dude.
Oh,
gambling for the fact that they swiped on me.
See, I was just gonna say, if you're having a lot of luck with the gambling women, you could go to the casino and you get a great line, hey baby, you ever want to just break even?
Well, I think
Kenny Rogers joke.
I think he was trying to use that as a euphemism, though, saying he met a lot of women who say, it's okay, I've got an IUD, you don't need to wrap up, and then he ends up being the gambler.
Oh.
Dear Lord.
It's like, hey, I
don't know.
Listen, I mean, my Tinder's led me to a hefty financial investment in whatever company's producing penicillin these days, so...
Oh, no, there's no fixing with whatever the fuck I've got by now.
Oh man!
So are you saying you're HIV probable?
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying I'm HIV optimist.
HIV, let's hope not.
HIV optimistic, also known as the Magic Johnson method.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Nick.
Well, I mean, it's that or the Charlie Sheen method. I'm not going to let a little thing like an infectious and fatal disease stop me from smashing all these Cocors. We know
one thing for sure: crack is not the cure for AIDS.
Thank God for the persevering human spirit, because we tried. We tried to solve that with crack as a species, not me personally, but as a species we definitely tried. Didn't work.
The CIA tried, I mean, that's really what it gets down to.
Right.
Everyone thinks it was to destroy the black community. It was just a pharmaceutical experiment on the behalf of Pfizer to see if there was any effect.
Let's see if crack will kill AIDS.
Well, it killed a bunch of people with AIDS. Look it.
I mean, let's not forget. Back in the day, what was it? NZT.
Oh, NZT.
That's not exactly conducive to your long-term health survival.
Yeah, not so much. Not so much.
I
You know.
mean, let's just pump the equivalent of pesticide into your veins. See
Yeah.
which kills you faster.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, when it comes down to people who maybe like contracted the disease by sharing needles, it's like, well, they won't give a fuck. We can tell them what it is; they won't care.
True. You can tell junkies that AIDS will get you high, and they'll be like, "Pause me up, bro. Wow."
Just call me a bug chaser.
Dear God.
Wow, this got really dark really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Then-
this specific combo couldn't end up any other way, really.
What was your last date like? How did that go?
It was actually surprisingly nice.
Speaking of crack and HIV, how was your last date?
I was trying to change the topic. God damn.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's surprisingly nice.
Yeah, nothing that classy, obviously. But
Right.
we made this.
Oh fuck.
Hang on.
No, really, no. Like I usually like to make sure like first date is just something neutral, like a nice coffee shop somewhere.
Like
Sure.
meeting at a
Casual
bus
conversation,
station.
no pressure.
Lot-
Several escape routes.
Yeah, it's like you got enough members of the public, so like no one can do anything too out of sorts. You count the number of exits. You know, like
No,
try
outdoor table. You don't want a wall or something getting in the way.
hey, try and
You're
spot.
trying to-
You got to spot the first real armed patriot you can find, just in case things go sour, and you could
Yeah.
consider being a member of ISIS, and you know, and then that Kenny Chesney fan will just draw down and hold her until police show up.
Look, man, all I'm saying is if you want to get real classy with a date, you got to do like the tried and true gutter punk Eugene first date method. You take her to donate plasma. Okay? That's what you do. This is true. This is 100% true. You take her to go donate some plasma. Then on the way home, you pick up a couple of 40s and you fool around, but you make sure you don't get so drunk that you actually have sex with them. Just enough that you like fiddle around and put a finger inside each other or whatever. You know, it's fine. Then you wait a week before you actually have sex with this dirty piece of shit that you randomly met. And if they don't come back and be like, shit, I got my test back and I can't donate anymore, because you take them the next week to go donate. And if they haven't gotten the news, you're good to go.
And then here's the nice thing too: if they didn't get the news, you can do a second date at Planned Parenthood, same clinic, and you can just go get them Plan B. It's only like $75. It's great.
True.
So that's your clever and subtle way of avoiding. I'm not sure if you're diseased or not. I'd like some paperwork on it.
It's like, hey, let's go donate some plasma. I want our first date to be something which helps humanity heal.
Right.
Also, don't touch me or even look at me directly until the results come in. I'm not sure how these things work, but you know what?
No. You got to keep them on the line. You got to at least like finger their ass or something. Like you got to do something that night, but don't penetrate them with your penis until you go back to donate a week later, because by then they've tested the blood to see if they've got the HIV or not.
Yeah, no, okay, I could see that.
Yeah,
And at
I
the
mean,
same-
so the good news is you have no STDs, but we found a lot of substances in your blood work.
Oh, and
Right.
after you're done gaslighting them about the fact that they might have HIV, you can make them feel better by going to Home Depot, and the two of you can purchase a toilet seat and then post it to Instagram saying, like, me and this HIV positive person are sharing a toilet seat. End the discrimination, end the bias. See?
No. You see, Nick, when I do it, it's not gaslighting. It's just an acetylene torch.
I'm gonna weld their self-image to my poorly contrived joke here. Here we go.
Mhm.
Spot welded, because y'all got spots. Nasty.
Oh,
ass
exactly.
house.
Because once you're done with them, they're not going anywhere.
Indeed.
It's like, listen, I only insisted that we go to the clinic to make sure that you were HIV negative, because, you know, I want to be the one who brings that sort of thing into your life. Where you go?
Oh my god! What the fuck?
Being serious for a moment, do you think like AIDS awareness is like become completely trivialized by the idea of how much treatments have gotten better and such? Because I remember
Uh,
growing up in the early 90s and it being this horrifying thought about you contracting the disease.
Sure.
How much
sure.
people were putting, prevention campaigns and all of that.
Well, you know, a lot of it
These
too.
days, I mean, it's not like the disease went away. It's just it's manageable, but
Right.
I
Right.
don't feel.
Well, see, a lot of it is like when the big push for AIDS awareness in the '90s, because I remember that. I'm sure you remember that, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
We were coming off the death sentence that AIDS was. Nowadays, with antiretroviral drugs, contracting HIV is not a death sentence. You can live just as long as anybody else with antiretroviral drugs. You're fine. You have the fucking HIV, you know. And it's at this point that we can kind of make jokes about it. And I would say it's almost trivial except for one thing. And that one thing is that there's a very real, very possible plan of action that some people are trying to enact right now to literally wipe HIV out. Like they are attempting to do it right now. Part of that is because a lot of people want to remove and strip funding from AIDS research because we've managed to make it manageable. But, like, if we can get the infection rate down so far and the treatment options up so high and easily accessible, then we can effectively eradicate the disease. So fuck it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
You know,
I just
you-
don't think
you
we I don't think we are as jazzed about what we can do with it now because everybody's always worried about cancer. Nobody really talks about AIDS anymore.
Well, here's something fucked up, right? Here's a fucked up thing that, like, you can actually think about this in real terms, and it's not that far-fetched, is that if they were able to actually come up with an HIV/AIDS vaccine,
Mhm.
we would have people protesting against that.
Yeah, we would.
And
Jesus.
yeah, I mean, like, there's even a possibility. I'm no medical scientist here, but there's a possibility that like 20, 30 years down the road from now, if that is developed, we will actually have these dipshit crackpots who do their own research on the internet who've decided that, like, oh, the HIV/AIDS vaccine is causing, like, multiple sclerosis or something. And because they found 4 fucking cases in which one person who got the vaccine developed that condition. And then all of a sudden it's going to be like, yeah, oh shit, this disease which we had under control is now exploding in what happens to be an affluent dipshit part of the fucking country who are so far removed from serious consequences for dumb shit actions that they think shit like this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Go ahead, man. Go for it.
No, I had something but completely lost it.
Jables sent in a Streamlabs. I'm not going to read it, though, because he is trying to make me say the name of Voldemort. Fuck you, Jables. Donnie says, if Barr is looking for casino women, have him talk to Y2KNW because he seems to know a certain redhead girl in Vegas near Planet Hollywood, which I didn't run into, by the way. Also, I think I'd have better luck on Tudder than I do on Tinder.
No. They're supposed to be taking odds and not getting stabbed by the end of the night.
Right.
Not me.
Right. That's
I've
right.
listened to Nick talk about redheads.
Oh, they're wonderful.
They're great.
And I try to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
So they're not-
No, they're never mistakes. They're never mistakes. They're lapses in personal judgment, perhaps, but never mistakes.
My God, man, I got enough of that.
From Tinder?
No, just from life.
Oh, well then keep on Tinder until Tinder matches life, because that's the era we live in right now.
I mean, I honestly can't complain overall.
Oh, wow. Damn. Crispy Jim with the hot take. Vaccines cause millennials. Ooh.
Holy shit.
All right. You know what? Ban vaccines. God damn it.
Yeah, not just that. Keep in mind, I mean, like, how many InfoWars devotees are vaccinated, huh?
Well, we're millennials anyway. You know that, right?
Yeah, we are, but I mean, at this point, millennials are like old hat. Everyone's like, it's an old meme now. What is it, Gen Y? Gen Y is the new one?
I don't know what it
Or
is.
Gen Z or whatever the fuck, like new Here's the thing, generation.
Gen Roblox.
Yeah, Gen Roblox. Gen fucking, not even fidget spinners. Fuck, that's even outdated now. God damn it. I can't keep up with these kids and their trends of trading and swapping HIV like Pokemon cards. So fucked up.
Man.
If only.
Yeah. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Habib was like, I came here to relax and we're talking about AIDS. What the fuck? Sorry, man. Sorry.
Vaccines cause bad Gillette ads.
Probably.
Hey, Barr, you're always a fucking prince, man. We love the shit out of you. Anything you want to share, shill, or promote?
Oh, this time I actually do want to chill something. I
Yeah.
would like to chill the Pinkerton Detective Agency podcast. You see, it turns out the Pinkerton Detective Agency is still around.
I worked
They're
for them,
very
yeah.
much active. In fact, their entire website is the shadiest thing I've ever seen in my life. To the point it's almost a parody
Oh,
of how
Barr.
comic book villainy they are. Let me give
Okay.
you an example.
Yeah.
Just before you go, this is one of their actual services they offer. High-risk employee termination security.
I've done that. I've been a Pinkerton, Bar. I was a Pinkerton at one time, and I did
Excuse me?
exactly that. It's no.
Did you
That,
press-
Wait, hang on. Barr, what is this? What are you guys talking about?
I have no idea what Nick.
that wasn't a
No,
job. I was a Pinkerton, and I know exactly what that job is.
Oh, so you know from firsthand how
Mhm.
ungodly.
It's compliance. It's compliance audit, really. What was it at the It's now the SNHU arena. It used to be the Verizon Wireless Arena. It's the big civic center downtown. It's about a mile from my house here.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd send me to hockey games, or they'd send me to like rock shows or whatever the big event was, and my job was to roll around and be the guy who wanted to get a beer but didn't have his ID. Oh, I fucking hated it. I mean, that was paid really well, but yeah, I'd have to go up and get people to serve me. Being like, I was like 24, 25 at the time. But go up and just talk the fucking employees and at the vending places to sell me a beer without showing them ID. And then I'd have to dump the beer out in the toilet. And then, report them to the management, and they'd be summarily fired if not hit with a legal fucking...
Is that what you're talking about, Barr?
No, not quite. What they're doing is a euphemism for, we're going to close down, we're going to lay off a bunch of people, and if they cause a ruckus, we're going to 86 them. So basically, in their own language here, which is basically just corporate doublespeak, in some cases, reduction in the workforce and the closing of a facility can pose a safety and security risk. Basically, I don't want my Mercedes key. Companies need to be prepared for a wide variety of potential employee reactions, like, panic or rage over not being able to eat anymore,
Going postal,
including
right?
the possibility of hostility towards management.
Crazy. Okay.
So basically, the entire site is pretty much this almost mustache twirling, but in a very vague, lawyer-advised way of hinting at the shady services they offer, including worldwide. Some of the positions they're hiring for seem like something out of Soldier of Fortune.
Wow.
I am not kidding you. This is and the podcast is pretty much this very soft-spoken, chipper man talking about how, things in Haiti are not exactly in the best of moods right now, so you may want to take your client assets out of there.
Wow.
Here's the thing about that, Bar, and this is something I want you to, unless they cover it in the podcast and you're already aware of it.
It is just so mind-numbingly unreal that you feel you're listening to a Poe, but it's not.
Do you know who owns Pinkerton right now?
They're a Swedish security company, I believe.
Securitas Security, which and you've probably seen Securitas at the mall or guarding college campuses or any number of shit. I used to work for them.
Well, they have branches here too.
Yeah, well, here's the weird fucked up thing about this, right? So I used to work for Securitas, which is how I subcontracted out as a Pinkerton, because it's the same company. When I was just a watchman at the bank down the street years ago, like a decade ago. When I'd leave there, I used to go right up the street and have a beer after work before last call at this little bar up the street. And there was this other guy who actually worked for it's got a different name now, but it was Blackwater at the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Turned out he had no previous military experience, but he had a one job at a Christian rock festival where he was a sniper up way, way, way high up in the fucking nosebleeds, up in this special little room where he was keeping an eye out, and his job was to shoot anyone he was told was a potential terrorist threat. his only experience prior to working for Blackwater was working for Securitas. It's a private security firm, and they actually end up having higher end exec protect kind of shit where you wear body armor and carry an MP5. And yeah, that's the same company. The same company guarding the
Crazy.
mall is doing that shit plus Pinkerton. It's amazing.
That's weird. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks again, Barr. Thanks for dropping in, buddy.
Well,
I'll
my
make sure.
pleasure, buddy.
All
My
right.
pleasure.
Cool. We'll talk to you again soon.
Will do.
All right. Let's roll. Let's get another person in here.
Hell yeah. While you roll, I'm gonna go actually top off my little globe.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh, let's see.
Conor. Hello, Conor.
Holy shit.
Hey, how you doing, man? How you feeling?
All right.
Yeah? Yeah? So, have you had any success lately on Tudder? Because I haven't gotten any matches yet.
Not really.
No?
Doesn't seem in my bag.
So, okay. I'm imagining Tudder's got to be a lot like Tinder because I was not having a lot of luck on Tinder a while back. And a friend of mine actually just said, well, you got to take better pictures and you got to write a better bio. So she wrote me a better bio and took a couple of decent pictures of me. And it still didn't work. But I'm wondering if maybe there is a service out there now, because I know there are services now for people on Tinder or for, Plenty of Fish to customize and maximize your returns on dating profiles. I wonder if there's going to be one for Tudder, like cheesecake photos for the cows.
I personally really look forward to Roosh V.
I was
offering
asking
Tudder
Conor.
users.
Mm,
Yeah, I want to see
it's
that.
plausible. But, a couple of weeks ago, I changed my profile, the description thing on my Tinder to like something vague.
Oh, yeah.
Philosophical to see if that would do anything. Didn't.
Didn't? Nah. Yeah.
So just like a few minutes ago when you guys were talking about it, I went on and changed it to just wanna smash.
Yeah. Dude, for real. Absolutely.
Oh, if you really
And
want
then-
that to work, you got to add moo at the end, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you meant for
Awesome.
Tinder and not for Tudder.
Okay. My statement stands.
Okay then. And okay, guess what happened like 2 minutes ago?
What's that?
My fucking high school crush came up.
Oh, on Tinder.
Yeah.
Oh.
How's she holding up? Hmm.
Looks fine.
Yeah? That's
Hey.
good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe you can be the first baby daddy that she takes to court.
Oh, wow. Come
Hey.
on.
After all I was thinking about it, I said fuck it and went with the like, so see.
Jesus Christ.
I really
Okay.
want. I think everybody needs to spam Roosh V's Twitter with links to Tudder, just so he can give advice to farmers who wanna farm out their steers in a way that maintains their masculine integrity. It'd be a good thing. Because if there's one thing Roosh V knows a whole lot about, it's cow shit.
Yeah, it's women that can't run away fast enough.
Exactly. It's like, hey, Roosh, like, listen, I understand, like, you probably love, doggy style except for the ass because that'll turn you gay. But when's the last time you fucked a quadruped? Oh, Tuesday, huh? Wow. Okay. I didn't expect that answer.
So other than that random event on Tinder, what are you been up to? Like,
Yeah.
how's life been?
I guess it's been.
It's been. Well, I mean, like, how are you passing the time when it's cold as fuck out? There's not really any place to go, and you feel all stuck inside. Like, how do you? What is the thing that keeps you and your mind occupied?
Tudder.
Oh, I wish. Video games and daydreaming.
Video games? Okay, so what are you playing right now?
So I finished the run of XCOM 2. That was fun.
Okay.
I'm in the near the end of a run of Stellaris for the first time.
Ooh, okay. You've got good taste in games. All right, I'm feeling this. Although, to be fair, XCOM is like an exercise. It's like an aggression simulator because I swear to God, man, those memes that you see where you've got a dude literally with a gun barrel pointed right at an alien's fucking head, like 2 inches away, and it says hit percent chance 67%. Yeah, that's real. That's that whole fucking game, man.
I am surprised I haven't killed anyone.
Have you tried?
Yet.
Have you tried Apex
Fucking
Legends yet?
Hmm?
No.
don't
Apex
think so.
Legends, it's like Fortnite except for adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I need to check how much room I have left on the computer.
It's good.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's good. It's worth it, man.
And it's free.
And it's free. Somebody was saying that like you can get a fucking skin.
Hey, Red Royals
through...
has the Uncle.
Oh shit! I think you can get a skin through like fucking Amazon Prime or something like that. I want to go check that shit out later.
I just love how we've already gotten into the whole
Jeff
notion of like
Bezos' face on every character.
Jeff Bezos' dick running around.
Yeah.
It's like, damn you, National Enquirer. But no, I do love though. We've already gotten to the point now where like you've got these shitty bloggers like talking about the sexual orientation of Apex Legends characters, and like my whole notion is like, listen, every time I play that game, I get fucked by whoever the leader is in the kill ratio. Their gender doesn't matter because I get mercilessly fucked every time, but at least I don't have to worry about us being transgressive.
True. Very true. Oh God. Yeah,
You want to
man.
hear about
Yeah.
There's a new crime against humanity being threatened today.
Oh God. What's happening with fucking crimes against humanity now?
Someone on Twitter was saying that they have Cernovich like nude or something, and they were threatening him to post it online.
Cernovich? Like Mike Cernovich?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't.
I see
believe
that.
it.
I'm like, that's a threat against humanity, not
These-
just one guy.
Listen, these hoaxes are really easy to perpetuate because all you need to do is go down, get a pair of cheap nylons from CVS, and fill it with mashed potatoes, and then you've got a Cernovich nude. Okay, so let's just
Don't offend potatoes like that, man.
The
mashed potatoes are lovely. Why would you say such a thing? Fucking hell.
I fucking hate Cernovich so much. Oh my God. That dude's such a wanker.
Yeah, but he's like super red pilled, dude. So like, you know, he can say any number of dumb shit things, and it's okay because he's only the left, right?
I can't stand that dude.
Well, I mean, let's all keep in mind, if Guardians of the Galaxy 3 sucks, it is exclusively Mike Cernovich's fault.
Is it? How so?
He's the one who got James Gunn fired.
Yes.
Oh fuck! No, he was one of the ones who was like hardcore pushing for that.
Well,
Yeah.
no. He was the source of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But I mean,
I forgot
listen-
about that.
But listen, guys, us red-pilled shitlords, we're not like those SJWs.
Yeah, easily offended. What the fuck?
Mm.
That's ridiculous, dude. I can't fucking believe that shit. Wait, so
Although, then again, at the same time, if the Star Wars movies that he's going to be helming are any good, does that mean Mike Cernovich is responsible for saving Star Wars?
let's not give him any credit for anything. Let's just not do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
I'm good with
that dude could seriously just go fucking burn in a fire and I wouldn't care.
Listen, I mean, like you know, obsessing about the magic properties you assume your own jizz to have. Listen, that's just you know, his thing. He's expressing himself by recognizing that masturbating into one of his gym socks and then putting it upon a shrine, it's just a way that he feels whole in this world, which is constantly confusing and always shifting.
Ugh. I swear to God.
You're welcome.
You make
Yeah.
me so upset sometimes, I swear to God.
I'm not the one saying my cum is magical. My cum gets me in all kinds of trouble. Okay, I'm more than happy to admit that. But meanwhile, this guy's dictating the fates of Guardians of the Galaxy. So for all we know, we're gonna end up with like a Paul Feig Guardians of the Galaxy 3, where like Gamora gets everyone to shut up so that she can talk about how her vagina feels.
Okay.
Oh.
It's green, by the way.
I bet it is. It would be weird if it was not.
And it's still weird even though it is.
Yeah. It's still weird. Oh boy.
Well, outside of all of that shit, though, I mean, so is there any positive non-Cernovich related goodness in your life?
Yes.
Good.
It is the future for me. The 21st of February, so I'm now 22.
Ah, excellent. Hey, wait, so it's your birthday on the 21st of February.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
fucking
sure
awesome, man. Hey, happy birthday. Pinky's up. Pinky's up for fucking Connor's birthday, all right?
Well, wait, how old are you gonna be?
22.
Oh, okay, you're well away from 30. Like life should still seem sunny and optimistic for at least another 8 years.
At least.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of time.
Yeah, and then you start noticing, like, you know, your standard amount of cardio isn't quite cutting it anymore, and and things add up in ways that they really shouldn't, like BMI and all that. It's fine. You're good for 6 years.
Right.
Yeah.
It went from 8 to 6.
Well, no, eight is the cutoff. You can be optimistic for 6 years, and no one will give you shit for it. At around 8 years, everyone will start asking, "Are you not paying attention?"
Right. Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like,
Oh my
Have you
god.
been seeing your therapist, man? You're worrying me.
I want to let some people know in the chat because some people are kind of confused. A lot of strange things have happened to our Streamlabs because I unfortunately clicked the wrong thing and linked our Twitch and our YouTube Streamlabs together. So now the donation link had to be updated, and I think it's the same for both. And our stream and our announcement thing is broken tonight, so I gotta fix this whole fucking thing like after we're off air. So, but I do see them. I will read them in just a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Once we've gotten over the impending midlife crisis that our beloved guest is inevitably bound to fall into, like the rest of us, you will find yourself saying, "Hey, $10 a month for Planet Fitness isn't bad, even if I have to see naked dudes in their buttholes."
It could be worse.
Yeah, you could go to like one of those high-end gyms in which people show off their buttholes in flexing poses.
Sure. Absolutely.
Griffin's here. Good.
Oh yeah, shit. To the Ranting Gryphon. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey,
man.
dude, you showed up just in time for us to talk about Jim Bro's buttholes.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, damn. All right, well, Connor, is there anything you want to shill, promote, put out there into the world for us?
Yeah, let's go with Colin Rudd, the little YouTuber.
Which one?
Colin Rudd does music.
Okay.
What kind of music?
Acoustic guitar.
Ooh.
Cool.
Does he do Khaki King slap guitar stuff?
I don't believe so.
Well, then ask him why not in the comments. They love that.
Colin John Rudd. Okay, Colin John Rudd. Thank you for the link. Appreciate you for that. Yeah, no, we'll have to check that dude out. Cool.
And by the way, yeah, and real quick too, before you go, I just want, while you're on the air, I want to tell Gryphon, you need to go and watch the promo for this episode if you really want to see.
It's pretty amazing.
Je suis Smollett. Mm-hmm. It's like Charlie Hebdo, except it's not real.
Right.
Like did you hear about the letter?
The letter? What?
It's like a week before the attack, a threatening letter came in through like the studio's mail for him.
Yeah, made with the magazine clippings.
Yeah,
in that classic style that no one actually does anymore.
Yeah, and I think there's people saying that he's been connected to that letter as well.
I'm personally really happy that Jesse Smollett managed to turn himself into a Magnum PI villain?
He did. He absolutely did. Yeah.
The fuck happened to me?
Okay.
Nothing. I'm getting it. I just need to send you something into the text thing.
Oh,
All right. Well, Connor, we appreciate you. We'll see you again soon. All right, buddy?
All right, guys.
All right. Take care.
Best of luck with Tudder.
Yes. Cause I go moo. All right, so Donnie says my go-to pickup line when someone asks if I've been tested, I want to bring some more positivity into your life. I swear I'm negative. Oh boy. Jack
Yeah,
Daniels'
boy.
girlfriend subscribed. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Get some pinkies up for Jack Daniels' girlfriend. Also, we got yeah, to resubscribe for 5 months. Says love you guys. Well, we love you too. And Larry Kubiakin with the 25 bones says, sup Saints, finally unfreeze my bank account, but gotta take it easy. So here's a small weeb tumor if you feel like it. Much love as always. I feel like it.
Uh-oh.
I feel like it. Oh boy.
No, I like
no.
it. I'm just having trouble logging into my circle for some reason.
You have to log in? You don't have to log in.
All of a sudden I do.
Oh wait, oh shit. No, here, I sent you the wrong fucking link. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why.
That.
Whoa.
This is like a farmer who puts their prize pig up on Tudder. You just not paying attention and you don't know what's important.
There we
Namely, yeah, I mean how many pigs have udders, Jeff?
I don't know if I want to keep talking to you right now.
Don't make me say your name, Jeff.
Who's? Oh, shut up, dude! Shut up! Oh my god! Just stop! Just stop! No, don't even think the fucking name. All right, just leave it alone.
Here's the thing. I can say steal.
Stop the ass kissing with you.
We get to the
hey,
Griffin.
holy shit! Hey, how the balls did that happen?
Well, I don't know. I mean, are you asking about you showing up on the show, or are you asking about that last video that we watched?
Well, I'm asking about me just showing up on the show suddenly. I didn't expect. Holy crap! I don't even have my headphones plugged in. I'm completely naked. My balls are swinging in the breeze, and I'm having a good time.
Have you heard of Tudder?
Sorry. Okay. Sorry. I had to get a few things straight there. We're all good now. What's up, man?
No, not much. We were talking about a Tinder app for cows.
Does not surprise.
Well, yeah, but I
me.
mean, you're gay, so Tinder doesn't work necessarily the same way it does for me.
Okay, look, you're gay, therefore you like cows. What kind of
Oh,
crazy
no,
person
no.
are you?
No,
What,
you're gay, therefore your Tinder app doesn't give you as many cows as mine does, being New Hampshire. See, where the live free
God.
or die lonely
Dude,
state.
so much news, and I kind of just poked in, but so much news. Like Bernie jumped into the presidential race,
Which I'm
AOC
sure
jumped
has-
into the presidential race. Then there was the thing with Judy Smollett. How do we say that? How do we pronounce-
Mr. Smollett, you mean?
Yeah. Have you
damn
covered that yet?
Those damn Nigerian Trump supporters.
Well, I don't know.
They're always trying to get they're always trying to commit hate crimes and get us to give them our bank account information. It's
Look,
out of
I don't know
control.
if you know this because you may have been streaming at the time, but the current news that came out as of maybe 20 minutes ago is that Jesse Smollett has been charged. He's been charged with giving false information and faking his own hate crime.
Well,
actually charged.
I can't wait for them to replace him on Empire with Chris Pine. It's gonna be amazing.
Like I said on Twitter, it's Bill Cosby was like, hey, I can destroy my own career faster than anyone, and Jesse Smollett's like, hold my beer.
Accepted.
Pretty much, yeah, that's how that went.
That's some good news though, because this shows that the system works, and so stop talking shit about Comey.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's one of those things. Look, this only works one way or the other. I mean, when it was, oh God, why can't I think of his name? The justice that was going to go to the Supreme Court. That
Oh, Kavanaugh.
Yeah, somebody comes up with no evidence whatsoever. They even like look at the evidence. There's nothing there, and people are still like, no. Victims have to be believed, and now on the left, you have Jesse Smollett come up, and because he says he was abused, there are still some news outlets who are still backing him, even though he's been charged at this point.
Did he actually get legit
federal crime?
He legit got charged? Holy shit.
He's been charged.
Yeah,
they
they actually. I think while you were streaming, the news just came out like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's actually being charged now.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not a fake thing anymore.
Oh, actually, well, Tickle Trunk in the comments here says, meanwhile, Majid Nawaz was attacked, and people think he's faking it. And to be honest with you, like at first when I saw Majid Nawaz tweeting out and posting that he'd been attacked by people saying "fucking Packy, get out of Britain," like the let's not say the Tommy Robinson set, but the Tommy Robinson set. When we get to that, it was funny because for a moment I actually thought he was just posting some parody shit, right? And then I'm like, I looked into it, and I'm like, who the fuck tries and goes and fucks up Majid Nawaz? Like that dude's great. He's great.
Oh God, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, so there it is. I know it's late because I'm looking at your screen, but it's probably about 30 seconds behind. But you just put up, Jesse Smollett charged with felony.
That is fucking insane.
Now, what kind of sick fuckstick is going to fake their own hate crime just to make people hate other people?
Okay, well,
what kind of
dude, listen.
Stupid.
Let's hang on. Let's take your own the world you inhabit, right? So you are.
I'm not in Europe. I'm fucking Colorado.
No. I'm saying you're a stand-up comedian, right? So
Yeah,
you're
okay,
a professional
yes.
entertainer. Also, you have for a long time been a part of a very very volcanic subculture. Yeah.
Was for a while.
Yeah, and you've seen what happened there.
Oh yeah.
Any fucking surprise that, especially in this day and age, when you've got this hysterical anti-Trump movement, which there's lots of reasons to not like Trump. There's lots of reasons to oppose him, but people seem really intent on making and manufacturing them. Can you really be surprised that somebody
No. I actually can't at this point because it's so funny because there's this anti-Trumpism that goes beyond anything I've ever seen in my life, and I'm nearly 50 years old. Okay, I've seen a lot of things. I've seen cultural things come and go, and they come and go. It's a cycle. It's always a cycle. Bell bottoms will come back again, and the kids will think they're brand fucking new. They're like, oh, nobody's ever thought of this before.
That already happened.
They'll put they'll do it again. They'll do it again for the 5th time. And right now, it's amazing to me that, we have, a president who is not, he's not amazing. Now, he has done some things. He has done some things that are good. I'm going to say that I most of the things he's done, no, not so good. But he has, railed to lower the price of prescription medications. He has
Sure.
stopped some wars in some countries, actually, and while he's escalated wars in other countries. But there's some things that he's done that have not been so bad. But here's the thing. Here's my analogy of this whole situation. We have this generation of very passionate people who are coming up. They've never really had any hardships. They've never had anything to fight. And we, at heart, as humans, we're monkeys. We're apes. We're evolved apes that can talk, and we want to fight with something. Now, they don't have anything to fight with because they've been brought up, comfortable. They got their iPhones and their iPads. They've never not had the internet. And here we are, and this is their first time that they're experiencing a president that they don't like.
Let me offer.
And they don't like this is something that they think is unusual, because let me tell you, if younger out there, and I know there are some younger people out there, millennials, who actually are very intelligent, very good guys.
Gryphon remembers Nixon, by the way.
No, I wasn't around during Nixon, but I was around during Ford.
Right.
Well, here's the thing. You brought up the Kavanaugh hearing, right?
Well, but let me. I'm sorry. I know I've gone on for a while, and thank you guys for your patience.
No, go for it, man. Go for it.
I just want to make my final statement here is that bad presidents are life. If this is your first bad president and you are freaking out because of it, get used to it.
Yeah.
Because it's going to happen over and over and over and over again. Trump is by far not the worst president ever to have happened. He's just the worst president that you've ever experienced.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you there, because like George W. Bush at least had a political machine which he listened to, because he was the puppet, and they at least were able to try and sell their bullshit.
Do you know? Okay,
effectively,
if I may.
But
do you know all these wars that that we're in seven different interventions in 7 different countries?
Those aren't wars; those are military conflicts.
Yeah,
okay?
and they were started, and they were they're being continued by Trump, but they were started by George Bush.
Yeah, but
you knew that, right? Hopefully, you knew that. I hope you.
Here's where things go off the rails, because you mentioned Brett Kavanaugh earlier, right?
Yes.
One of the things I noted as a left-leaning person, and not in that Dave Rubin Sargon bullshit way. I mean, actually believing in liberal principles.
Sargon's a centrist, dude.
We'll get into that later.
No, okay, fine.
My point here, though, is that it was the sad and sick thing with the Kavanaugh hearings, right? Is that. So here's what we found. The right and the left have traded places. It used to be that the left, the liberals, they had their Bill Maher's and shit. The snarky look down your nose and make a snarky yet intelligent quip at the hysterical moral panic of the other side used to be something that liberals did. Now what we've got is a reversal, where the left is in their moral hysterical panics and the right is using Ben Shapiro's with I've got facts and logic and a hot sister, so you just shut the fuck up. But with the Kavanaugh hearings, here's the fucking weird thing. If you look into Kavanaugh's history, right, the guy's got really fucking atrocious positions on things like executive power, privacy, and the overall power of the government. The guy is not what you might call a conventionally conservative thinker. He thinks the president should be able to do whatever he wants, and that we should be able to track whoever we want, so long as we can attach security, national security, or law enforcement hashtags.
Well,
Wait, hang on. Here's the problem. The problem is that the left, freaked out because he had one sexual feminist allegation lobbied against him. Nobody paid attention to the privacy shit. Nobody paid attention to the executive powers shit. Instead, they wanted to focus on that. Meanwhile, the right, the Trump MAGA set who was supporting him, if you asked, and I asked a whole bunch of them, what they thought about it.
The Lindsey Graham speech was beautiful.
Oh God, but their notion was that, and I heard this from many people. They said to me, and this is quotes from many people, I don't know what he stands for, but I think getting him on the Supreme Court will teach the libs a lesson. So you're willing to give a guy who wants to give a blank check pass to the executive branch and who thinks that privacy concerns with things like the Patriot Act and everything that followed, that's just whatever, milquetoast bullshit. But you want to give that guy a lifetime appointment to the highest court in the land simply because it will teach the libs a lesson. You need to buy a Wii and get a new fucking enthusiasm. Politics is
I am not. I want to make it clear that I am not in favor of Trump. It always is some kind of thing where, oh Jesus Christ, what the hell's going on here?
No, you go ahead. You guys keep going.
I am always, I don't care where good ideas come from. I'm not playing for a team, okay? Now, some ideas that Trump has had have been good. Some of them have been really shitty. But I guess my position on this whole thing is that I kind of had this idea that, okay, Trump, yeah, he's done some shitty things. But he's also done some good things. And, I think there's this sort of thing where the media, just only wants to cover one side of stuff and gets people into this sort of situation where they're backing what they're saying, and it's not really reality.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same time, I'd say, listen, like when it comes to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, you can't hide behind the whole gay thing.
AOC, oh my God, the Green New Deal? What? did the Green New Deal? Well, wait. In 10 years, we're going to rebuild or upgrade every building in America?
Yeah, that's right. The YMCA.
We're going to get rid of cars? We're going to get rid of airplanes? What? And then she comes out with this. She puts it on her own website. And then she takes it off and says that it was a Republican hoax.
Yeah.
No. They made it up. We didn't do that. We didn't do that.
Listen, you need to stop. I need you to stop playing this conservative gay card here to where you're like, wow, she's got really big eyes, a pretty face, great body.
No card, my dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, but listen, I mean, if you were a straight man, you'd be like, yeah, Green New Deal. Hey, wear that Boston shirt again.
Look,
yeah.
I'm gay. I'm a left libertarian. And this is my position. AOC is a moron. She's a moron.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
I know it seems a little odd for me as a leftist to say this, but
take it in the broader context, though, man. Isn't it great? Because, in addition to being a leftist, I know that, you've been a comedian long enough to where you have got to be a nihilist.
Comedian. I'm gay.
You're a nihilist. You've got to be.
I'm at least 1,024th Native American.
And isn't it great, though, that you can look at this shit and be like, oh my God, this is like watching American Idol, except they let all of the weirdos in and ban all the people with talent. We got Trump as a president. We got AOC as his, big fighter. And then we got, Bernie trying to be like, hey,
you know what?
By the way, I want to be president. It's great.
You're right. You know what? You're right. I'm a fucking victim. I'm a victim.
No, you're a YouTuber. Which means you're a perpetrator.
Which makes me a victim.
Which makes you a perpetrator.
It makes me a victim. I'm a victim of everything. Oh my God. I didn't realize it until now. I'm
Yep.
a victim.
Your
I-
inner
I-
Latina woman has been repressed too long by the 45 years of the Trump administration that we've endured. And it's time for you to
Holy
rise up.
crap.
That's right.
Holy, I didn't even. Oh my God. I see it now.
Your inner
see
bird
it now.
woman. Your inner bird woman needs to emerge.
Oh,
and spread
oh my
divine
God.
wings.
Oh. Did you hear about the Oh God, is this a subject I should bring up, or do you guys? Is there another segment that you guys are planning, or what? Or
Well,
just, are we just talking?
we're gonna get one more guest in just a minute or so.
By the way, actually,
well-
let's hang on. Let's leave this to the chat though. Chat.
Well,
If you're in the waiting
before-
room, hang on. If you're in the waiting room right now, guys, you go ahead and smash one if you would like us to keep Gryphon in, so you can come and talk with him.
Well,
Or if you
actually,
want to sell out and just
if to sway your opinion, I'm actually very curious about this news story that came out that some medical professionals are talking about the idea that when it comes to transgenders, there are female penises.
I'm alright with that. I like the feminine penis. I'm a fan.
Yeah, there apparently are female penises.
Yeah.
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 And
Now-
what's your opinion, transphobe? Huh?
Yeah, I know. I'm so transphobic. I'm dating a trans person right
That's
now.
just a
actually,
token. That's just a token.
Oh, of
Gryphon.
course it is. Of course, I'm just doing that because I'm trying to use them. But no, apparently, yeah, it started with this idea that these facial recognition systems were actually misidentifying people as the wrong genders. They were misidentifying transgenders as males or female, depending on the shape of their face.
It's almost like men have wide jaws.
It's almost like they were just looking at their biology.
You're upset though because you got run through one of those systems and it came back saying that you were a snake when you are in fact a bird.
Saying that I was a sloth, and I was very unhappy about that. I not a sloth. I'm a bird.
He puts out more
Come
content than
on.
I do.
Well,
How can you call him
yeah,
slothy?
Let's not be speciesist here. I'm a bird. Okay.
I'm just
So-
glad that while Jeff can't actually say the name of a certain YouTuber, he's happy to do Fortnite dances.
No, he just looks deep in thought.
It's a form of meditation, doing the Fortnite dances.
I'm contemplating the greater mysteries of the universe. Anything you wanna? I mean, obviously we're gonna put your channel up, but
Well, you don't have to do that. No, I'm not here to promote anything. I'm just here to. So I'm just. They actually came from this idea of that facial recognition is identifying people as males who say they're not males, and I know that probably you and all of you guys in the channel saw that video of the person
Listen, Addy
in
Monster
GameStop going,
adjusted to not
"It's
being.
ma'am,
Yeah,
ma'am, I'm a ma'am." Yeah, I'm sure you all saw that.
sure.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Addy Monster has adjusted to not going back to GameStop.
Oh my God, I've seen Addie naked. Addie's a hottie.
yeah.
That woman is not
Well,
a hottie.
Apparently now, because there's facial recognition is identifying transgendered males who were males and then they believe they're females. They're identifying them as males and they're pissed, and they're blaming the programmers.
You and I are gonna have to get together after this show to write a HuffPo opinion piece where we talk about how facial recognition is trans exclusive.
We can do that. But that actually led to the idea that they went to some scientists, and I'm sure the scientists were just they didn't want. They're scientists. They don't want anything to do with politics, right? They're geeks. They're scientists. And they went like, in that case, we would say that there are female penises. So now there are female penises, which is really messed up to me, because having a penis or not having a penis is what I think mankind has defined throughout the entirety of history as being a male or female. Am I wrong about that? Am I being insensitive?
We're gonna have a big after show. Our guest tonight is Lauren Southern. It's been wonderful talking to you, Lauren.
Jesus Christ!
No, we're gonna get kicked off of Twitch just for saying that.
Oh my God!
No, honestly, no. I mean, it's the whole mess. Here's the thing: like the whole mess. It's become a bunch of exceptionally stupid people setting the tone and tenor for the dialogues that we're supposed to have with each other, and it works only because bored people on the internet get riled up enough to retweet, repost, reblog it enough, to the point where normal people just are increasingly tuning out and hopefully tuning into this show, because we're just here to take the piss out of shit. This is how it works. So honestly, like, that being the case, as a Birdman, not a Michael Keaton style, but more like the Harvey Birdman attorney at law sort.
No, I'm actually a bird. I'm actually a griffin in my spirit.
Well, I really do
somehow.
I really do hope that you and your spirit have a great time on what was it? Tudder. Go and make it.
Fucking hell, dude.
It'll be.
All right,
There's thing I've always wanted to see. It's a falcon that has been like merged with a bull.
Well, so
I like that.
We are actually officially out of time. Calligator said, that feeling when I rehosted guys on my art stream while I work it, it goes straight to trans jokes. Fuck my life. Haha. Yeah, I mean, sorry about that. But you know what? We love you guys. We love you very much. We're going to see you on Friday. And we will have a good show go over on YouTube. And otherwise, we'll see you right here in 1 week on the Midweek Saints, having a grand old fucking fuck around time, as we tend to do, with more feminine penis than you could even handle. Like, I'm bringing it. I'm bringing all the feminine penis to the show next week. It's going to be amazing. Just fucking baskets of it.
Start salivating now, perverts.
MC Lucas, resubscribe 16 months. Damn, 16 months. Holy fucking shit, man. Oh, my God. And we'll get more people in to be able to hang out next week, too. We love you guys. We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody. Good night, good night.